Let's take you now to Nasrec, south of Johannesburg, and that's where the ANC NEC is concluding its special meeting. This is the second meeting that happens before the national conference kicks off next week, and Natasha's been watching developments there. Hi, what's the latest? I think Pule Mabe was talking to the media not so long ago.
He was, Iman, and just shortly after speaking to you, we just saw the president of the ANC, Cyril Ramaphosa, actually walk out of the venue. Then we started seeing various NEC members there, as well as the deputy president, actually leaving, and that actually signified the end of this NEC meeting. But remember, earlier on, we were speaking about the Integrity Commission, and it turns out, Iman, as Pule Mabe was addressing us, that the NEC has resolved that the report of the Integrity Commission will be included as part of the organizational report that will be tabled here at Nasrec next week by the Deputy President of the ANC, D.D. Mabuza. We found that quite interesting as members of the media, meaning that, Iman, the newly elected NEC, whoever it will be, or whoever those 80 women and men of the ANC will then be tasked essentially to actually deal with this very issue. I'm reminded by the Gauteng conference of the ANC earlier on this year. Remember, before the outgoing PC, was disbanded, Iman, remember, there was that whole issue of the quarantine votes of Ekurhuleni, and of course the PC was tasked with that issue, but seemingly so, the outgoing PC actually handed the matter on to the newly elected PC, of which then seemingly resolved that issue. So I think there's similar instances here that we're seeing, but I think as members of the media were quite seemingly surprised that this report, or the NEC, has actually resolved to integrate this report in the organizational report. So whether or not, I don't think it will actually be debated, but of course members of the ANC will have to just wait and hear that report next week, as D.D. Mabuza actually will table the report. Shortly after that, Iman, I managed to speak to Batabile Dlamini off camera. I'd requested to actually speak to her so that she could respond to the letter of the electoral committee of the ANC disqualifying her there, saying that she cannot be nominated as an NEC member. As you know, she received around 800 nominations, and of course she declined humbly, but referred the issue to the Treasurer General of the ANC, Mr. Paul Mashatile. We are told that he will be briefing members of the media sometime next week Wednesday, to be specific, on various issues that took place here at the media engagement session. Him, alongside with the head of policy, Mr. Jeff Radebe, will be talking about the issues. So seemingly so, it seems as if it wasn't discussed at all. The issue of Eskom, of course, though, was discussed, but the resolution was that the Integrity Commission's report will be integrated in the organizational report of the ANC.
So again, Natasha, same procedure as last time. We hurry up and wait for the news of, I suppose, the subject that the country is most interested in, and what the Integrity Commission, will say about accountability for on both those critical issues around digital vibes and Phala Phala, which affect the two top contenders for that top position. So thanks very much for that. We're covered. I was going to ask you about Batabile Dlamini as well, and you've answered us there. So thank you very much, Natasha Phiri, there at the ANC NEC's meeting in Nasrec.